My friends, we have returned to another edition of Rocker Reactions. Coming at you live from sunny California and other parts of the world. Kinda. Not live. We recorded this. I'm lying. Anyways, my name is Cody Walker.
My name is Ralph Busso, and welcome to another edition of Rocker Reactions. Today we're going to be doing a band that I actually really like. I don't know. I don't want to make any suggested references to them. So, the influences are obvious, but they're an interesting band, very interesting. And I'm excited to be doing this today. We are visited with our guest host, arc reactor, as Cody would say, Vic Ritchie from the band Any Given Sin. We're going to be reacting. Vic, what's up, dude?
What's happening, man?
Not much, brother. We're going to be reacting to Motionless in White, their new song, their new video masterpiece. I haven't checked it out yet, so this is going to be a true reaction. But I do like these guys. What do you think?
I'm a big fan of Motionless in White. I like Chris Motionless. I've kept up with the band for a good many years now. So yeah, I'm excited to do this too. I have heard the song before this reaction, and will say that I do like it.
Okay.
Even better. I will admit that I'm not really familiar with any of their work except for this song. I mean, I looked through this song and was like, yeah, let's do this one. That's about all I know. So this will be interesting because I don't really know a lot about the band. But the song is called Masterpiece. Let's get into it.
All the stupid lies and the stupid games left a vacancy in this picture frame. A prisoner by my own hands. 'Cause if I can't have me, then no one can. I need to heal what I inflict, but I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. As I play roulette with a broken gun, I confess these sins with a sharp and spiteful tongue. So how do I apologize and put the tears back in your eyes when every canvas that I paint is a masterpiece made of my mistakes?
Oh, okay. Damn. So every canvas is a masterpiece.
I paint with my own mistakes, or with
That-
my mistakes.
That's a line, dude. That's a deep fucking line.
Very cool, man. I like this guy's look to the front man, the singer. It's interesting, man.
Yeah.
He's got his own thing going. I mean, yeah, you could say it's borrowed from people like Marilyn Manson and Alice Cooper, and but you go on for days.
What isn't borrowed almost at this point,
Exactly.
to some extent, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he makes it his own, I think, in my opinion. I really like his approach. It kind of makes it, it kind of drew me in. I was like, oh, okay. But it did remind me of the beautiful, not the Beautiful People, the original. What was the cover that Marilyn Manson did?
Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me, because that was the first time I saw Marilyn Manson. So it kind of reminds me of that. It reminds me of that first, the first time that I experienced his presence. This guy has a really cool presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we said, there's borrowed elements, but at the same time, it's his own.
Yeah, it works really well. He commands attention. Like,
yes, he does.
Yeah.
And I dig it. And I, like you said, that the lyrics are deep, and I dig that as well.
Yeah.
What do you think, Vic?
Yeah, and I agree with everything you just said. And actually, I remember Chris Motionless talking about this song. I am forgetting where I heard it. It was an interview, and he had said basically that, like, this ballady type of slow jam heavy thing is kind of the songs that get the most, where you get to be the most intimate with your fan base and they get to know you the most. Because it just has this feel that you can say the things that maybe are the most hurtful to you, the most deep, the most, all those things kind of just come out in these slower jams, these ballads. Where again, I think intimate was the word he used. Maybe I'm wrong, but the most intimate way to get with your fans with a song.
Well, you just opened up a can of worms, bro. You really did. We're gonna have to go down that road a little bit. I don't want to go too deep into it because I want to continue with the reaction. But what are your thoughts about ballads? And do you think that the fans appreciate them? Do you think it does bring them draw them to you more and make it more intimate?
I agree. I agree with him. I think like you need to have, like, if you're talking about collection of your music, sure, you need to have especially your hard rock band, a lot of driving, great headbanging, like let's mosh, let's have some good times.
Yeah.
But I do think that you get to be vulnerable, intimate. You get to be all the things that a hard rock band doesn't necessarily usually seem like they're going to be when you slow it down. It can still be powerful, it can still be heavy. When you slow it down, you allow a lot of lyrics to come out, a lot of emotion to come out of the words. Back to that whole context thing we were talking about, like with a song, like the music giving you something to play with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think that's me personally. I think that a ballad allows you to really connect yourself to an audience member. You know what I mean?
Who are some of the bands that do that for you best? I know I'm putting you on the spot. Sorry, bro, but
no, totally. Like I remember, like Breaking Benjamin always had like some really like just slow tunes that were just had a lot of emotion in them and a lot of pain. It seemed like to me for back in the day. Like, gosh, there's been some Alter Bridge stuff that I really liked that was like Broken Wings. I'm not saying that was a ballad, but it was like, it was stripped down, it was slower, but it just had a lot of power and emotion for me and a lot of things.
So as a hard rock heavy metal fan, do you appreciate those kind of things? Do you appreciate those breakdowns where the emotions come out more than the angst?
Well, I think you can still give angst in like a ballad or something like that. But and I get what you're saying. But yeah, I think it gets to show, like, if you're a hard rock band, it really gets to show another side of versatility to you, and like that you're not two dimensional. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's not just all on.
Yeah. Right.
Nice.
Yeah, and just
Very
like this song,
cool.
because this, I mean, can you really consider this song a ballad? I'm not saying we're wrong, but it's not necessarily ballad. It's slower.
No.
And it's very melodic, and he does show his emotion. I think he does a great job. I mean, and it already feels like it's building to something bigger. But
I'm feeling the melody too.
yes,
He's definitely got, like, a very groovy, catchy melody that draws you in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the lyrical content is also majorly important in this song. He's saying something.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I mean, sometimes you can say something with a song that's very aggressive, and sometimes you have to break it down to something that's a little slower, a little bit more epic, I guess would be the word. Yeah.
it's like you said, the song dictates it. You don't want to scream constantly, especially if they're playing stuff like this gorgeous piece of fucking work they're working on right now.
Yeah. Let's keep working on it. Let's keep watching it.
All right, moving
Cool
in.
stuff.
Ooh, I like that groove.
Shove
right, it looks like we're getting ready to move into a
You
bridge.
know
But real
what?
quick, I love. Hang on, let me get to the right screen. I love the way the verse flows into the chorus.
I do too.
Because it's not usually you hear you can feel the chunks, how most musicians will put them, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. This just kind of, the chorus doesn't start right on the one. There's a little bit of a break, but I really love that flow.
I do too. I think it's interesting. You don't necessarily expect it, but it works really great.
Exactly.
It flows real nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is a very intense song. This guy is not talking about walking through the park with his poodle. You know what I mean? He's like literally pouring his guts out, and I love it. And I love the video. I love seriously, the whole band. Let's not take attention away from the other band members. They're doing a great job.
Oh, absolutely.
But the front man is expressing pain in a very genuine way, and I think that's huge. Don't you agree, Vic? Don't you agree? Yeah.
When we talked to Vic, everybody, if you don't know, we've done an interview with Vic. It's out. Go watch it. But in that interview, we actually talked about the song and the music dictating the lyrics. And this seems like a perfect example of that, because the transitions, you can already hear it building. The first verse was that very open. First half was open and sparse and slow that went into that. Second verse, we're already into the, which means basically everything's starting to get pissy, and you can almost feel the emotion of what he's saying ramping up in the music as well.
Mm-hmm.
Great. It's very
I'm gonna
well
tell you
put
right
together.
now, that teardrop was real. Okay, spoiler alert. That teardrop coming down his eye was real. That wasn't somebody with a little spray bottle. You know what I mean?
Nobody had an onion under his face.
That's real emotion, bro. This guy is telling a real story.
Yeah.
It's not bullshit. You know what I mean? So, and that's something that I appreciate about the hard rock and heavy metal community. They're pretty real, man. They don't bullshit. You know what I mean? They tell you how it is.
Yeah.
And that's why I like having Vic on the show, because he tells you how it is. He doesn't bullshit you. You know what I mean? There's no some bullshit thing going on in the background. He's being real about the business and how life really is. And it's a tough business. It's tough life. A music industry is not what it used to be. A lot of people take that for granted. They don't really even, they maybe hear about it here and there. Maybe they've watched a YouTube video or two, but yeah, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
And artists that are bringing you great music, great content, like Motionless and White and Any Given Sin and Korn and Disturbed and a ton of other bands that I can mention, but I don't have the time. They are putting themselves out there in a big way, and they don't always get what they deserve in return. You know what I mean? It's not like it used to be. Yep. So just keep that in mind, guys. Show some love and support to these bands, that are trying so hard to give you some kind of entertainment that's going to lift your life in a different way. You know what I mean? Going to get your head out of the, oh shit, I hate my job kind of thing. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff matters.
Well, and it's songs like this too that really show how much heart and soul artists like Vic and Chris Motionless and these people put into words and lyrics and their thoughts, because some of this is not just a song and hey, look at what I can do. And some of it is some of it is very therapeutic sometimes, and you're kind of just saying, fuck it,
That's a great point, Cody. Very therapeutic. I mean, this stuff gets us through it. And a lot of people say that online, don't they? Vic,
Yeah.
I'm sure you hear that all the time, bro.
Absolutely.
About how therapeutic your music is for the people,
Yes.
So anyways, I'll get off the topic, but I just wanted to say, support the bands that you love, because really it is not that easy to do what they do.
Hell
And
no.
that's all I got to say about it. We'll go from there.
Now let's watch Chris
Motionless and
Motionless
White.
be pissed.
Let's keep going, man. These guys are awesome. I'm digging this video. It's about to burn it down. Uh-oh.
All my pain, consider
with that rip.
Burn that shit down, dude.
So how do I apologize
Get
and
it.
put the tears back in your eyes when every canvas that
Look at this, dude.
is a masterpiece
Motherfucker's on fire.
and in the light of my demise I see my failures in your eyes. Every canvas that I paint
Yes.
is a masterpiece made of my mistakes.
Wow.
Fuck yes.
That was pretty cool, dude. I
That
gotta
was
admit.
sick. I loved that
I do like
that little coda at the end of that. It was like that elongated chorus. They went up back up to the minor and just oh my god, that was great. That was
sick
fucking
as fuck,
phenomenal.
dude. Mm.
And it is
The
that
mess-
entire thing is about him tearing himself up. It's burning.
The
it's letting
message,
yourself
the
burn from
message
inside.
behind it is fucking pretty damn deep, dude. I gotta give these guys credit. They just won me over a little bit more. I've been a fan of theirs for a little while, but I gotta admit this song and this video kind of pushed me over the edge. Motionless and White, you guys are fucking doing it
Ridiculous.
right.
Absolutely
Very
ridiculous.
cool, man. I love it.
The
I dig
fire
it.
was sick as shit.
That was
Whoever
sick as
put
fucking
whoever
shit.
did those visuals is ridiculous.
Fucking dudes, like I'm gonna burn it all down, but I'm gonna get burned at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
But
did you
that's-
guys take this? It really felt like the song was basically about your self-sabotage.
Yeah.
You're just kind of fucking it up because of your decisions, not because of the world.
Right. Yeah.
Well-
Nice self-reflection, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, I think it's a little bit of a combination of the two.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You know, you got the chicken, but did you get the fries? I don't know. But anyways, it's a combination. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the world beating you down, but you do make a lot of mistakes along the way that are all on you.
Yep.
And that is, I think, what he's trying to say in this song. I
But
could
in
be
that
wrong.
sense, then this song, at least to me, is even more important because if that's what it's about, it is so imperative to hold yourself accountable and do what you need to do in everything. And if you don't, you can't point your finger and say somebody fucked you if you're doing everything wrong.
That's true.
You know, and
But
so
there's also the struggle of people that don't know how to handle stress and pressure.
facts.
you
Yeah.
know? So
And so
I mean-
finding that balance is really the most important thing because we all go through that shit, dude. I mean, I don't know how many times I've done shit in exactly what he was saying in this song. Basically, man, motherfucker, can I do anything right? And all of that bullshit going on in your head, you know?
I think all three of us can agree that we've all experienced situations where somebody else was stronger than us or somebody else was weaker than us. You know what I mean? And we either had to help pull them up or they had to help pull us up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's kind of like I look at it from the perspective of his point of view is not just one-sided. It's not just dual-sided. It's actually three-dimensional. He actually is looking at it from every perspective.
Yeah.
He's going, you know what? It's not just society, but it is. It's not just me, but it is. It's not just fate or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things that we have no control over, but it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a combination of all those things that add up to the pain that we and the trials and tribulations that we have to overcome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's basically it,
I'm with that.
you know,
Yeah.
in a nutshell. But that's my opinion, guys. What are your thoughts?
I think this song, I mean, not to be all like, ooh, I'm being clever, but this song was a masterpiece. It really was. I mean, it was well written. The music was phenomenal. The lyrics fit well. The melody flowed well. The chorus was out of this fucking world. The visuals for whoever directed and put together, you know, the storyboarding and shit for this music video was out of his mind because it fit perfectly with what was going on. Just I could not find anything that I could critique about it. I mean, I absolutely think this song was a masterpiece.
You'd have to be an asshole to try and pick this one apart. What do you think, Vic? What do you think?
No, I like your perspective of it. It's like there's this thing we call life that we're all in, and it can suck at times. But the one way we can make it suck less is to, you know, think about what we've done too and reflect on that. And it's kind of like, it's kind of an homage to his own life. It's like, well, at least in the song, how he's portraying it's like, yeah, there are these elements, but then there's the mistakes that I've made, and I paint that canvas. I paint my own masterpiece. This is my creation. You know what I mean? And so my mistakes are my creation. Even though I'm in this world that built this canvas and this paint and all this stuff that I can use, you know what I mean? It's like, boom, here I am creating my own painting. You know,
and honestly, that's not necessarily a negative thing.
No,
you don't get better and move forward without fucking up because you make those. And so to say that every canvas I paint is a masterpiece of my mistakes, that's very true, because whether you're doing a job or trying to be a musician in a band, you're writing a song, somebody's going to fuck it up or something's not going to work. And you go, whoa, we know, timeout, that sucked. Okay, that was a mistake. But at the end of the day, you create a fucking masterpiece. We all are masterpieces of mistakes. That's fucking deep as shit, man. Shout out to this band. God damn.
Well, I gotta say, the perspective that Vic had and yourself, Cody, I respect that. I really like your perspective on this. I think that was very well said. I would say that I agree 110% with you. That's what it's all about. This song, the name being masterpiece, I think that's so fucking cool, man. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, well, here's what we got to deal with.
You're kind of expecting it to be kind of pretentious and, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
I made a masterpiece, but then it's totally ironic in that.
Yeah, it's ironic. It's like, yeah, well, here's who I am. Shit, I hope you don't hate me all the time. You know what I mean?
It's that idea. It's that idea of like being perfectly flawed.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, wait, what?
I try to be a good person, but I fuck up almost all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like so great. I love it, man. I love these guys. I do. I'm a bigger fan now than I was before we did this video. Very fucking cool. Motionless in White masterpiece. Go check it out, guys.
Yep.
Cody and I, we run a show called A Lot's Happened Since Yesterday. It's a podcast. We also have this segment, which is Rocker Reactions. We are very honored to have the front man, the lead singer from the band Any Given Sin, which if you have not checked out, you need to check out. They're fucking badass.
Fix your life. Any Given Sin, go check them out.
They got some good shit coming too. I know they do.
Yes, sir.
I know they do.
Vic, give us a rundown. What you got coming? Because it's coming down the pike right now.
Absolutely. We so June 3rd to June 21st, we have a tour out with Shaman's Harvest and Crobot from about New Hampshire to Colorado. Please check it out. I don't want to go through every date, but please check out our socials. Check out Shaman's Harvest, Crobot. Check out everybody, and come see us.
You heard him, ladies and gentlemen. You heard him. Shout out
Vic
to
is
fucking
supporting. He's supporting his people.
Absolutely.
Shaman's Harvest, I've heard them. I like them.
Yeah, they're cool. I like them a lot. Yeah.
So yeah, very cool, man. We're looking forward, man, to seeing you guys out here on the West Coast. If you guys want to see Any Given Sin in the West Coast, let them know in the comments. Because you know you do. You check out their stuff and you trust me, you will be like, okay, check out Any Given Sin. Go check out their YouTube channel and you will be sold.
Fuck yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rocker Reactions, I think we're done with this one.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That was sick. Shout out to Motionless in White. Go check
fuck.
out that video. Go watch them. Go give them a shout out because that was fucking amazing.
Motionless in White is badass, man.
Yes, sir.
I got to give them the fucking double horns up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 2 horns up, motherfuckers. And also while you're up there, go check out Any Given Sin. They've got new music coming. They're on tour. I highly recommend go watching Insidious. I highly recommend The Way I Say Goodbye. This band is phenomenal. They're killing it. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. We love all of you all. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Be good humans. Always fucking forward.